Welcome for Class 8 Robotics Exhibition. Though it's Class 8 Robotic Exhibition, I would like to inform that this exhibition was supposed to happen like last year when the students of Kotwal School were in 7th class. They have learned all these concepts and they have actually built these demonstration models uh, using the concepts that they have learned during their while they were in their 7th class. But since because of the COVID situation, we did not get a chance to do this exhibition. So now we are okay, one second. So yeah, now that we have a chance that we want to do it this online so that everyone can still, all the parents can actually see the products that these the class 7 Kotwal students have done. So we kind of organize this exhibition, online exhibition, so that everybody can get a chance to view the exciting products that they have designed and wanted to showcase. Right. So I hope we are all excited to see the products that they have done and understand the concepts and the technology that they have used. So we have selected only out of the many products that they have designed and learned, we have only selected 4 components, 4 products for this exhibition because of the limited time that we have. But there are many interesting concepts that they have learned and wanted to build a robot or build a product based out of those techniques, based out of that technology as well. But we have used only certain uh, products for this exhibition. I hope you will all have fun viewing those products.
Excuse me, sir.
Let me introduce, yes.
On what topic we are gonna focus, sir? On the coding of that project or the connections and all, the components
Okay.
and all?
Today's exhibition is only about demonstration of the models. So demonstration of the 4 products that have been selected for exhibition. So while I give the demonstration of the products that the students have done when they were in their class 7 actually in Kotwal School. The students, we have assigned certain set of students for each project, and we want them to talk about this, give the description of the project and the components that they have used in this project, and that is how we want to go about, because we have only roughly 15 minutes for each project, so we'll try to keep it short and quick. All right, so I will be presenting my screen to show you the students who have been assigned for respective projects. I hope you can let me know if you can see my screen. Yeah,
Yes,
everyone can see. All right. So to go by the project list, we have 4 projects, basically smart display using persistence of vision. Okay, that's the first project. And the second project, or I would say product is displaying sensors data on the LCD. And various sensors data. I mean, this is to showcase how you can actually collect data using sensors and use those values coming from the sensors. The third project or the product is measuring volume of water. So this is one of the intelligent way of knowing the volume of the water. Okay, okay, one second. There are still people joining. Let me admit all of them. Just okay. And the fourth product is color-based pick-and-place robot. Okay. So though the robot is designed by the students of class 9th and 10th, but the technology for picking the colors or the arranging these things have been done by our class 7 students. Right, when they were in the class 7, they have done this. So let's go one by one, trying to identify what are the components being used and what is the project all about. So first one is smart display using persistence of vision. So the students assigned for this project are Geetika, Gotrayani, Chetan, Ishita, and Varnika Reddy. So can you please describe the product, students? Geetika, Gotrayani, Chetan, Ishita, Varnika Reddy, while I prepare the product for the demo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone present here. My name is Ishita Bandari. I'm of class 8. Today I'm going to give a small introduction about our project. Our project's name is Smart
Mhm.
Display POE.
Right.
Persistence of vision traditionally refers to an optical illusion that occurs when the vision prescription of an object does not freeze for some time after the rays of the light pro- proceeding from it have freeze to enter the eye. In this project implement a simple POV display using Arduino Nano. This power display project can be modified to display any text on a rotating LED display. Arduino Nano is nothing but
Very
small,
good.
complete and breadboard friendly based on the 18 Mega 3208 Rest all my friend Nagitika will explain in a brief way. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yes, shall I start?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, yes, please.
Good morning, everyone present here. I'm B. Nagitika from class 8. Today I'm going to speak about POV, that is nothing but persistence of vision. POV can implement in schools to provide better way of interactive education in the form of three-dimensional view. A class of display device described as POV is the one that composes an image by you displaying one spatial portion at a time in rapid succession. A two-dimensional POV display is often accomplished by means of rapidly moving a single row of LEDs along a linear or a circular path. The effect is that the image is perceived as a whole day by the viewer as long as the entire path is completed during the visual persistent time of the human eye. A three-dimensional POV display is often constructed using a 2D grid of LEDs which is swept or rotated through a volume. A further effect is often to give the illusion of the image floating in mid-air. Thank you.
That was really great. Thank you so much, Naga.
Good
And
morning, everyone. My name is G. Varnika Reddy. I am from 8th class and today I am going to speak about persistence of vision. Our project focuses on meeting the tremendous growth of advertisement. Persistence of Vision POV provides a unique technique to display our messages for advertising in an efficient way and proper utilization of provided space. It is much more attractive than LCD displays or dot matrix displays for displaying messages. And POV display has many advantages over a traditional CRT, LCD or LED display, like power savings, less complexity, easy configuration, attractiveness, etc. To overcome the drawback of old processor, we have decided to implement the same display atop a new and advanced microprocessor. Thank you.
excellent, excellent. So can someone also describe the components being used here in this product?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, please.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. We can all hear you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chetan. I'm from class 4. Today, I'm going to say the different parts of smart display POV. They are totally not smart display POV. They are Arduino Nano, display, battery, sensor module, general purpose board, light switch, LED, motor. These are total which make frame
Okay, so thank you all for the description, a very nice description, and also the components list.
Sir, should I check?
Just
Sir
a minute.
Kotrani is left, sir.
Yeah. So, yeah, Gotrani, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Good morning. My name is Kothani. I'm from 8th class. I am going to say circuit diagram.
Yeah.
This is the circuit diagram. We are using 9 volts battery to the
Okay. I'll actually show
we are
it
using
on.
9 volts battery to the voltage regulator, and the voltage regulator is connected to Arduino Nano. In Arduino Nano, we are connecting 8 LEDs, and we are connecting LED to the resistors. We are using resistor as 220 ohms. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Let's
thank you so
model
much.
circuit.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. What you saw was actually a block
Yes,
diagram,
yes.
sir. Circuit diagram.
One second. That was the wrong document.
It was actually a block diagram, sir.
One second, one second. So I'm presenting something. Okay.
This is the circuit diagram, sir.
Okay. So that was the wrong document that I just opened. Anyways, can you all see my video?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's get into the demonstration of the actual product. And let me show you let me stop presenting so that you can see my video better. Okay, what I have in my hand is, one second. Yeah, so this is the product that we were talking about. So it's a smart display using persistence of vision. So as the students explained, gave a very good definition of what persistence of vision is, what the concept is all about. Yeah, and basically this is how the product looks. So what I have here is, as the students also described the components, I have a motor and there is some unit on top of sitting on the motor. So basically the motor's job is just to rotate this entire unit, and while this is rotating, I want you all to concentrate and tell me what is being displayed here, right?
Okay.
I am turning this on. And what do you see now? Can you all see something?
So not the LED.
Yeah.
You are able to see anything like sir.
Okay, very good. That's the idea. You can't see anything. But while I do this, can you see something?
Yes, sir. A rainbow. Something like
Twal.
a rainbow.
No, something written.
Kotwal.
Very good. So it's written Kotwal. So that's the concept of persistence of vision. While the thing is not rotating, you can't see anything that is being written, but because of the persistence of vision of a human eye, this concept or this thing is, we are able to perceive the thing that is being written here. So students at Kotwal School have implemented all this, and there is some kind of programming also involved here, some kind of codes that we have to put in. As the students mentioned, we are using a Arduino Nano, and in that Arduino Nano, we have written a small program which will make all this possible. So at what time, at what interval in time, one second. Okay. So we have to write some code into these LEDs so that using the persistence of vision of human eye and the rotation speed, we are able to see any text that you want to write. Okay, you can actually write any text that you want to display on this device. So at the moment we started with Kotwal School. Yes.